this is the out point. So get link out point. So this will work for the network, but it will not work for the search bar. Nice. One tiny change at a time. So hi, and welcome to another hacking session on SmartNodes. In this session, we will continue with the refactorings towards being able to draw the selection border in the base widget. And we will continue where we left off in the previous session, removing access of the rect attribute. So I was thinking that I would just continue with these and don't record the sessions because I thought it would be boring to watch the same kind of refactoring over and over again. And it's also a bit overhead for me to record sessions, edit them. So the development speed goes down a bit if I should record each and every session. So please let me know in the comments if you enjoy watching like the whole process and not skipping any parts, or if you prefer to just watch a session here and there. But I actually started with these refactorings without recording and noticed some things that I thought might be interesting to show. So I will redo all the changes and record it, and hopefully it will be interesting. So I'll set my timer again for 25 minutes and we will work on the refactorings and see how far we'll come. So the next thing to work on is removing the access in the link widget. So in the link widget, we access the rect attribute of notes to get positions on the rect where to draw the link from and to. So I'll just copy these so that I have them for reference, and instead we'll create a method. So we will say start. So this is the out point. So get link out point. And the other one, the end, is end.get link in point. Like that. And now there should be no more references to the rect. And we have to add these in the note. And let's add them here with get center. So we have get link in point. And the in point was this one. The left side is the in point. So return self rect mid left, and then get link out point self rect mid right. So let's try that. Seems to work, right? Links still look okay. When I did this change the first time, I actually messed up the order, so I had it, like this instead. And you can see the effect. So now the links look a bit weirder. So the in point is the left side, the out point is the right side, and now it just looks weird. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So let's undo that change. Let's see. Verify that we're back to the behavior we want. Yes, this looks better. Okay, so let's commit this. And it is link should not access rect attribute of note for positions. And this is the change. Yeah. Just add getters for, or more specific getters for in point and out point. So that was the link. Now we'll move on to the Smart Notes widget. And this is where I started to find something interesting that I thought would be worth recording. So let's see. First, self-direct, that's okay. Self-direct, okay. And then we have link source rect and link source rect. So these two. This one, link source rect center, we can use the get center method that we wrote previously. Let's just make sure that works. And it's these links, like, so the origin of this line here is at the center of the second child now. I mean, we could do something even better, and we could say get center, and we can be even more specific and say get link source point. And then in a note, actually, just realized that this will not work, but I'll show you why later. So get link source point. So it's not the in point, it's not the out point, but it's a source point. So these are really two different types of links. This is the line drawn for linking two widgets, and this is the link drawn between two widgets. Anyway, so this will work for the network, but it will not work for the search bar. And yeah, so this works, but if we bring up the search bar and start dragging there, boom, it will not work. So just want to make sure that, or have a look if we broke this previously. So I revert the PY file and run again, bring up the search bar and start dragging there. So that works. Okay. So what we need to do is to bring this get center What's center used for? Okay, so center is used only in network nodes, but link source point is used in all nodes. So we'll move it to the base node. Get target, or at this. In this base class, we don't yet have access to direct attribute. Okay. So at the moment, let's undo this change so we will get back link source. The link source is used for either search nodes or network nodes. So let's add it to a search node as well. Get link source, and we have direct here. Okay. Let's go back here and see, just verify. Get link source. Yeah, okay, so link source is set link source. Let's actually do some searching here instead. Set link source, and we do it in a search node, and we do it in a network node, and that's it. Yeah, so this will work. It works if we start a drag in the network, and it works if we start a drag. Okay, so now it's all, oh, okay, let's see, where are we? Yeah, so now it's a bit more clear that we're drawing a line from link source, get link source point. Can we find a better name for this? I mean, there are two types of links here, like lines that are drawn. It's this line used to create or visualize what link would be created, and there are these other lines that are that show actual links. So can we make a distinction in those names? So link source, get link source point. I don't know. I think this name is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so in the Smart Nodes widget, we move on to the next access of rect, which is this one. And we call link source rect.collide point self pose. I'll just copy this line for reference. What we want to do instead is say link source so this is, link source is a node, so I want to say node dot has point or contains or collides. Let's do or like a hit test. Link source dot, let's call it hit test. Test. If link source hit test self dot pause. Okay. It's okay. And again, we have to implement this in two places. First, in the search node, and the implementation will be exactly the same. Hit test pause. We had this one. Return self.rect.collide point. Pause. And let's copy this one. Hit test over to the network node as well. Yeah, I'm not sure where to add it. Let's just add it at the bottom. Hit test. Okay. So one to do that we want to add is get link source point hit test should be in base. And it would be possible for them to be in base when the rect attribute is in the base as well, which we will come to. Let's verify that this works. Oops, syntax error. Okay, hit test shouldn't be a colon there. And also in the search node. No colon there. Okay, let's see if this works better. Okay, so we bring up the search bar. We can do this, and hit test is used to see if we hit the target. Seems to work. Nice. Okay, so let's commit this. And the commit message will be something similar. Smart nodes widget should not access rect attribute of nodes for link points collision. Something like that. Let's have a look. I forgot. Yeah, so we now do link source hit test. Link source get link source point. Yeah, okay. So this is used to not draw the line if we're still inside the source. Yeah, so if I start dragging here, nothing happens while I'm still inside this, but as soon as I go outside, the link will appear. Okay, yeah, but it still works as intended. So, don't access rect from smart nodes widget, we don't. So now let's try to verify that remove private access. So all access of rect should now be self.rect. So we can do this maybe like this. Smart nodes pi grep for dot rect, and then something like that. And we can just verify this one is self. This is self, 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 self. All right, so remove private access is now completed. So what I thought was interesting, why I wanted to record this session, was that we added a hit test, which is used to see if a position is inside a node or not. And one reason why we moved this in the previous session, did we move it here? No, okay, so we moved it here. Yeah, this part right here, the make root. So the reason why we moved this code into the node itself was that we didn't want to access the rect for the collision detection code. But now we have exposed a method, the hit test method. So from the network, we could do the reverse loop over the nodes and do a hit test instead of accessing direct. And we will get back the behavior of only one make root call. So I'm not sure if it's worth to do right now. I just wanted to note that with the previous refactoring, this make root code could have still had been in the network widget. So yeah, one refactoring enables another one or makes a previous change obsolete. So I just wanted to illustrate that point, but I think I will leave it for like this for now. And let's see, my Pomodoro timer says like 4 minutes left, so I don't think I should continue working on something new. Let's see what we have. Maybe we can just do a quick change. I'll rename make root node to note. So let's see. Yeah, node only appears in make root, so let's fix that one. Make root, it's in the network. Make root, and let's replace this one and call it's a note. Let's verify that it works. Still works, and we can make a new root. Right. And let's say the root is a note, not a node. And we can remove this one. And we can do this one as well. Let's verify old nodes. Only 2 references. And also here in the network, old nodes. Old nodes. And old nodes does not appear anywhere. Okay, let's verify this change. Still seems to work. Nice. One tiny change at a time. So old nodes are very old nodes. Okay, another one down. So this one, get link source point hit as should be in base. This one is a bit more complicated to fix, I think. It's still related to this goal, or yeah. And I think search bar animation looks broken. I think we broke that in a previous session. Should be quite easy to fix, but time's running out now, so I think I'll leave that one. Add default update raw, call base update raw. Yeah, so call base update raw we are doing now. We have fixed that. So we can remove that one. Yeah, so I think this one will be interesting to work on next. It will also require that we move the rect attribute to the base. So move rect attribute to note base. But yeah, I think that will be maybe a good way forward. And this one we can also have a look at. Should be quite an easy fix. Yeah, but my timer will beep any second now. So I will end this session here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.